My name is Frank Barrios. I am 81 years old, born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona, and very proud to be an Arizonan in the most beautiful state in the Union. I was born in 1942. I guess I'm called a war baby. And I grew up in downtown 809 North 7th Street. I still remember the house where I grew up. We are proud of being Americans, but Mexican Americans too, because the heritage of my family, unfortunately, so much history is written that leaves out the contributions made by many of the ethnic groups that are out there. And my father was born in Redlands, California, but raised in Mexico and went to high school in Los Angeles. But my parents, both of them, their first language were Spanish. English was the second language. My family was very religious also. I went 8 years to St. Mary's Grammar School, then I went 4 years to Brophy High School. Then I went to Phoenix College, and then I transferred to ASU, and I got a civil engineering degree from ASU. And I am today a registered professional engineer and land surveyor. I picked civil engineering because it was the largest area you could pick from. At that time, they were starting the planning on the Central Arizona project. And again, my history and my love lies with this state of Arizona. When the most important upcoming project at that time, and probably still today, was the construction of the Central Arizona project. Here's a chance for me to become part of the history of Arizona in one of the most important projects ever to be built, maybe in the United States, but certainly in Arizona. And so I accepted a position with the Bureau of Reclamation called the Phoenix Development Office. I always remember because it was the lowest paid job I took. It was paying $5,000 a year at the time. And I worked for the Bureau of Reclamation for almost 10 years and planning for the Central Arizona project. After the Bureau, I went to work for the Arizona Water Commission, which would later become the Department of Water Resources. I did everything you can think of with water and retired in 1998. And then I opened a whole new career for myself in other arenas. Then in 2003, Governor Napolitano appointed me to the Central Arizona Project Board of Directors. I've always, and I don't know if I inherited or what, but I've always had a sense of humor to look at the bright side of things versus looking at the negative thing. But I'm also, what's kind of interesting with me is that I'm an engineer, and yet I'm also a historian. Of course, you've got to take things serious in this world, but you can take it with some joy. And if you're always negative, you're not going to get very far in this world. You've got to have a positive attitude as you go forward. Somebody once asked me if they wrote a book about you, what would be the title? And I say the title would be One of Many. I want to thank everybody for identifying me for this honor. I really appreciate it, and the Historic League for nominating me. And I'm honored, humbled and honored. Thank you to the Historic League, to all the folks that have honored me, but know there are so many people that could be doing more, that will be doing more, and how many have done so much that nobody puts that spotlight on them. But again, I'm humbled that it's on me right now. Thank you, and thank you.